Okay, welcome to our next video, which is on order of operations, or BEDMAS as we know it. I'm going to look at some examples today with using integers, so negative numbers, positive and negative numbers. So we'll rely on some of the rules that we've learned before, but yeah, we'll look at the order of operations. So just a brief little revision. What does BEDMAS actually stand for? All right, so if we have a look down the list here, we've got our B stands for brackets, E stands for exponents, or as we can see over here where we've got a power, so it might be 6 squared. That there is an exponent. Then we have division and multiplication, so the D and the M. Now these are calculated in the order they appear. They are not, division is not more important than multiplication, they'll be left to right in the order they appear, and same with addition here, and subtraction with the A and the S, they will be calculated in the order that they appear. So that's really important that we understand that. One doesn't have precedence over the other in the order that they appear. All right, let's look at some basic examples, how it works. Now, one of the things when I'm doing examples, what I like to do is I will do my very best to mentally go through this list and tick off if I have brackets in there. I'll actually ask myself the question. Now, it's just a little habit I get into to keep me on the right track. All right, let's look at the examples and we can see how that pans out. Okay, first of all, with our first one here, 1 minus 2 times 3. Are there any brackets? No. Okay, so we move on to the next one. Any exponents? No. So then we've got division or multiplication. Is there any division or multiplication? Yes, there is. 2 times 3. What I'll do here just to show you what I've done, and it's actually minus 2 times 3, because this negative or minus subtraction sign actually belongs to this 2. So what we're actually calculating then, so our next line becomes 1, and then we've got minus 2 times 3. So knowing from our rules, a minus times a positive gives me a minus, and 2 times 3 is 6, so that's minus 6. And then our next line becomes 1 minus 6. Well, we go through these again. Do we have any brackets? No. Exponents? No. Division, multiplication? No. Addition and subtraction? Yes, you can see there. And we end up with minus 5. All right, let's look at our second example here. Are there any brackets? Yes, there are. So we calculate that first. We don't have to worry about any of the rest of the example yet. We'll just calculate that. I'll underline it to show you what I'm calculating. 1 minus 2, so it's 1 minus 2 is minus 1 times minus 3. I'll write the rest of the question in. Now do we have any brackets? No. Exponents? No. Division or multiplication? Yes, we do. We've got our multiplication here. And that's the only operation that we've got left. So it's minus 1 times minus 3. We've got 2 negatives, so we know that our answer is then going to be a positive. 1 times 3 gives me 3, and our answer is positive 3. So in each of those examples, I've actually underlined the part that we've actually calculated. I could technically, if I wanted to, underline this and this to get to our final answer. And I'll do that in the examples coming up. All right, a little bit of a longer example here now. 3 minus 4 divided by minus 2 times minus 5. Bit of a tongue twister if you ask me. All right, let's have a look at how we're going to attack this challenge. Okay, so we look through. Do we have any brackets? No. Any exponents? No. Any division or multiplication? Yes. We've got a division and a multiplication. So which one do we do first? We do it in the order that they appear. Okay, so in the order they appear, that's this minus 4 divided by minus 2. So our next line, we're going to put the 3 in, and then we're going to do our calculations here. So minus 4 divided by minus 2, well, that gives me 4 divided by 2 is 2, minus and that, and we end up with plus 2. This is where we need to add that positive sign because we're actually changing the sign of the answer here, and we need to have that, that sign in there. And then we've got for the rest of that times minus 5. Okay, so we ask ourselves the same questions. Division or multiplication? Yes, there's multiplication. So we've got plus 2 times minus 5 now. So we end up with 3 plus 2 times minus 5. So it's 2 times 5 is 10. And then plus and a minus, we've got the minus sign there. So now that equals 3 minus 10. We now don't have anything else other than a subtraction. So 3 minus 10, that is minus 7. All right, let's have a look at another long example now. So we've got minus 10 times 3 minus 8 in brackets divided by minus 2. Once again, let's work through this. Ask ourselves the question, are there any brackets? Yes, I need to calculate that first. So we write the rest of the question, minus 10 times 3 minus 8 gives me minus 5. And then we're going to divide that by minus 2. Okay, let's move to the next line. Now, any brackets? No. Exponents? No. Multiplication, division? Yes. There's multiplication here, division here, so we're going to do them in the order they appear. Alright, so we start with the left-hand side, so we've got minus 10 times minus 5. Well, from what we've learnt before, two minuses give our answer a positive, so we just multiply the two numbers together. 10 times 5, that gives me 50, and that's going to be divided by minus 2. Alright, so now we're to our final operation. 50 divided by minus 2, so we've got a positive divided by a negative. So because the signs are opposite, our answer is going to be a negative, and then we've got 50 divided by 2, so 50 divided by 2 is 25, so our answer is minus 25. So you can see there we've started out with this, and we've broken it down step by step till we get a final answer. Alright, now I'm going to leave these examples for you to have a go at. Don't forget to ask yourself that question. Are there any brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction? And that will help you actually answer these questions. And then I'll go through them. So you can pause the video now. Okay, so we've got 5 plus minus 9 times 9. Now you can see here I've put the minus 9 in the brackets. That's so that if we had it written like this, you would see that we've got the two signs together there. And we could have had that, and that would change the sign. What we'll do is I'll put that there so you can see that that's we're adding the negative. Just makes it a bit easier to read. So let's have a look. What are we going to do first here? Brackets. Well, that bracket isn't actually a bracket, it's just highlighting the number. Any exponents? No. Division or multiplication? Yes. We've got minus 9 times 9. So I'm going to highlight that. Minus 9 times 9 is 5 plus minus 81. Now we've got 5 plus a minus, so that actually equals 5 minus 81, and that equals minus 76. Alright, 3 times 8 plus minus 2. So we go brackets. Well, that bracket's just the number. So we've got 3 times 8, which is 24, plus minus 2. Well, we're going to simplify this to be 24 minus 2. Because we've got opposite signs, that simplifies to minus, and 24 minus 2 is actually 22. Alright, one more example here. We've got minus 8 plus 2 times 5 divided by minus 5. Alright, any brackets? No. Any multiplication or division? Yes, we've got multiplication here. So we've got minus 8 plus 2 times 5 is plus 10 divided by minus 5. Same thing. We've now got our division, so we've got plus 10 divided by minus, should be minus 5. So we've got minus 8 plus 10 divided by minus 5, so plus divided by positive divided by negative gives me a negative answer. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Minus 8 minus 2 gives me minus 10. So remember, what we want to do is make sure that we're asking ourselves those questions. You can underline like I've done there, you don't have to, but it's something that I find works really well. It keeps me on track, keeps me on the right step, and we're breaking it down till we get the final answer. Alright, hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the flip side.